Hey guys, this is Kenuda with some more Sunless Sea. Once again, I've almost forgotten the name and I'm about to call it Fall in London. It is the same universe, but it's definitely not the same game. So, I have brought the nacreous Outcast here. With luck, it knows why. The face of the Northern Sphinx is all but gone. The nacreous Outcast scrambles doggedly up. It pauses at the top and then flips into the air, an arc as precise as a compass line, down into the darkness of the Z. It's gone with barely a splash. You wait. There is no reason for alarm. It can probably breathe water. You wait longer. There is a certain degree of decorous alarm. Longer still, and the alarm manifests in the form of sailors clustering cautiously by the rail. Casually by the rail. Only casually, because no one would admit any concern for the fate of a rubbery man. The rubbery man surfaces. It mounts the steps to the quay with the ceremonious delight of a vicar mounting the steps to a pulpit. It holds a sphinx stone chess piece aloft in its hand. Principles, it wheezes. Alright, off to Port Cecil. Maybe I can get that Apossian chess piece. And I know exactly what I'm going to do with that Apossian chess piece, too. Because, that we can give to, the curator. And that'll get us another, captivating gem thing that's worth 1,000 echoes. So let's see. I keep wanting to say the Tratranic, but it's Chatranic lobe. Errant's Gyrus. No, I need to go this way. And what is that? That's an eel, isn't it? That's like a giant fucking eel. 210, an albino moray eel. I'm good. Let's just... Nope. You stay the hell away from me. You stay the hell. Don't touch me. Into the dock we go. Fuck you. Let's see. Port Cecil. First gather intelligence. I'm gonna explore the coral knoll. Oh god, the Raggedy Man. No, I can't get rid of that. I'm sorry, but I don't have room. I knowed afore I asked, but I hoped yet. Well then, Captain, take my blessing. You'll remember me another time, eh, when you have a berth spare for a good sailor what knows his way. He's laying it on a bit thick with all the Z's, but perhaps next time, you assure him. Perhaps. No, definitely I will take him on next time. An extra move. A stronger silver. Let's see. The Outcast toddles eagerly over to the chessboard to place the Sphinx stone piece at one corner. Oh yes, the voice of the principal sighs. Oh yes, that will very good, but I ache so to be reduced, to be less. Will you bring more? I will pay most in Scintillak and in secrets. Yes, I'll need to complete my chess set, and then you'll need to defeat me. Bring me a wakeful idol to be my new bishop. Bring me a monster's tooth to be my new knight. Bring me a heart-shelled silver to be my new root. Bring me a little flint to be my new paw. And bring me a fluke core for my kin. At each phrase, the Outcast nods and sways. Somehow, it looks frightened. Oh, I have 7 Scintillak. Sweet. I have the hunting trophy. We don't necessarily need this for my disillusion. The others are tools. This is ornament. But ivory in chess is asked, aren't we? My emissary has your payment. A little of me. There I shine, and a secret. The spiders of Xavier's rocks. Crush them. Made arrangements with my cousin. Bargains to blind a monster. Remember that. There are many alliances. We've got more Scintillac. That shit's worth something, isn't it? This would fetch 980 echoes in Fallen London. Holy crap. That is great. I don't have anything there. Shops. I need nothing because I can't afford it. I'm gonna wait for the eel to go the fuck away and straight through to Polythreme. I wonder, there's the wreck of the Emperor Wolfgang, which I wonder what... There's so many different stories about this place, and I wonder what each one is, but especially the wreck of the Emperor Wolfgang. I really want to know what the story is of that. Because it's not just on the coral, it's in the coral. The coral has been growing up around it. Which means that that shit has been sitting there for a while. I wonder if the people of Port Cecil are also the crew of the Emperor Wolfgang. So the Saviors thing is far to the east. Discovered the Antonine Abyss. I can do a tiny bit of exploring while I'm here, and I'm tempted to do so. I also have to wonder eventually if anything's gonna start coming out of those abysses. Let's see, there's Obey, looking almost like teeth right there. Forlorn, endure, commingle. Oop, don't crash into the side. Once again, I'm running low on supplies. Gather intelligence. Collect the cheery man's cargo. Yes, that is exactly what I need. A great temple has been wounded. It will be years in the dying. Its groans and shivers, and the clay men avoid the place out of fear and respect. But you meet one of their number in the shattered chamber where the altar once stood. The clayman swallows the coins in handfuls, for safety, not out of appetite, you assume, and hands you a crate of whispering souls. Human. The souls back home are all but silent. Perhaps these are the souls of chairs, hats, and swords. That's Polythreme for you. Let's, I do not have a watchful curio. I will carry the claymen to London, because that'll get me some money, and then once again I need to head out. Is there anything around here? The Tides of Appetite. Yeah, we'll go check that out. But first, what is this? There's a lighthouse out here. Let's discover this place. The Tides of Appetite are to the northwest. We approach the Empire of Hands. Let us clasp our souls tight, lest the Pentecost apes take them from us. Wait, what? The Empire of Hands is some... Oh! Oh, that's the strategic information! I need that! Give me the ducks! That sounded like I said, give me the ducks. I did not say that, I said, give me the dogs. That's a fucking airship. What the hell is an airship doing here? Discovered Port Stanton and the Empire of Hands. We're slowly discovering more and more places here. A stern reminder from the Admiralty. In the name and by the power of her enduring majesty, a trade embargo and quarantine in absolute perpetuity has hereby been declared on the Empire of Hands. 1. No ship of London is to permit aboard a Pentecost ape without express and prior permission of the Admiralty. 2. Any and all acts of spirifage are prohibited. 3. They know what they did. Beware of stowaways. Keep a tight grip on your soul. With the regulations in mind, it is a surprise to be greeted by a mere itchy monkey in a tattered yellow robe, barely walking with the help of a ceremonial staff. "Hello!" cries the mayor in the broken voice of one not yet used to human speech. "Come!" Now I'm gonna do this like a fucking G-man. "Come, make selves at home. All souls welcome in bountiful Empire of Hands." The crew shifts uncomfortably. They know the stories. It will take more than the natural beauty of this place to make most of them risk shore leave here. Let's see. I will not do that yet. Wait, what is this? Few have reasons to brave the waters this far east, especially with the trade embargo. The Admiralty will pay especially well for up-to-date intelligence. That would be fucking awesome. First, strategic information. The barely sold monkeys of Port Stanton mutter together in a dozen bastardized dialects, invented stories, gossip 20 years old, intimate revelations from the scraps of subconscious knowledge that adhere to souls. The effect is of sampling a rich, fascinating stew that might just possibly contain rat droppings. The Admiralty would regard this mission as a failure, but others might be interested. Oh, god damn it, there's no fucking... Oh, that's a bitch. Explored Sovereign Island, Hearthsake, and Fountainhead. A wooden palace stretches across the whole island, passage to it lit by a field of tiny glim buoys. Many boats circle the island, all keeping their distance. The one that gets closest is an extended rowboat painted in yellows, whites, and reds. 4 servant monkeys strain at the oars while its true passenger sits in comfort behind a gauze curtain. Just for a moment an eye catches yours, but only for a moment. It would not do for a high-souled ape to see something so beneath its notice. Today the sprawling palace is called the Wild Wheeled Court. Tomorrow? Who knows? The world of the Pentecost apes is one of cruel whimsy, where stolen traditions last only as long as their amusement. I do not have a gift for the Monkey Emperor, so we will go back. Now we will scout the Ash Isthmus. Neither man nor ape claims this volcanic remnant between islands. Haunted, they say. Ridiculous. The trip offers little time to think on the Penties. Technically, they are monkeys rather than apes, but it is not tactful to remind them of this. To their high-souled faces, the accepted name is Pentecost apes. In private, though, the... What the fuck curse word would that be? If you guys have any idea what cuss word that would be, that right there, the blank monkeys. It starts with a B and ends with a Y. It is, one might say, an ad hominid insult. I am not going to... Oh god damn it, fuck it, enter the forest. Wide natural paths run between clumps of trees, softly lit by a dim green glow and the occasional glimmer of false stars through the canopy. Only the cracking of leaves and the soothing sounds of water break the serenity of this volcano-forged paradise. Dude, with a page's quality, I could hunt for supplies. I could relax in a hot spring. Sure. You slip out of your itchy clothes and into the welcoming caress of hot, deep water. The salts and sweats of sailing life melt away as you simply float, bare and free. Above, false stars glimmer bright enough to be worth wishing on. All around, the glow of the trees casts ambient calm on the silent peace. How long has it been since you had a moment like this? Since London? Longer? Let's see, what is the likely lass doing right now? Are you on her mind, like she is on yours? One day will you bring thought for your child? One day will you bring them here to this place, or will it be you hearing tales of adventure in impossible lands? Huh. A thought for the Z, a thought for the East, a thought for the future. Ambition brought you this far in your journey, and one way or another, ambition will end it. But have you changed on your journeys? Has it? I think I will think of my child. Their story is yet to be written. Perhaps the Z beckons them as it did you. Perhaps it does not. Salt cannot run in everyone's veins. Will they be the toast of the singing mandrake? Run with the scoundrels of the flit? You cannot be as much of their life as they may or may not wish you to be, but that doesn't mean that— wait. What was that? It sounded like giggling? A tiny blonde girl perches, waiting, watching on a rock. Her innocent grin is spiced with mischievous glee. But she giggles like an imp. At the look on your face at being caught bathing in her hot spring, and the one that floods onto it as she scoops up your clothes, oh god. Shipwrecked as a baby, raised by the empire of hands, she now plays between the worlds of apes and men, neither quite one nor entirely of the other. Do I want to swim, or do I want to shout at her? I want to swim. She waits, grinning innocently, until you emerge from the hot spring with nothing but your strategically placed hands for modesty. Before you can get close enough, though, she bolts from her crouched position and into the forest on all fours, a scampering run that turns every rock and fallen tree into a springboard. Oh my. Let's see, shipwreck. Do I want to chase the monkey foundling, or do I want to let the crew see me? No, I'm gonna chase it. The branches scrape against your skin, the damp mud squidges between your toes. There is no sign of the monkey foundling, but her tracks are easily followed. The footprints lead here. She has not even attempted to hide them. It is as if she wants you to follow. Your hand slaps to your stinging buttock. The little stone lands in the dirt as a familiar giggle comes from above. You look to see the monkey foundling dangling upside down from a branch by her legs, a blowpipe in hand and bag just out of your reach, tantalizingly so. Taking a deep breath, you politely, very politely, request that she return your damned clothes now. The monkey foundling listens and gives it some thought, tapping her blowpipe against her lips as she decides. Say, please, she grins. Please. Pretty please? She is playing with you, you are not playing with her. With an imaginary cherry on top. Pretty please. Wow. Oh my god, I want to throw a rock at her. You appear to have pretty pleased her, and she decides you deserve her reward. She fishes in her bag and generously throws you a sock. A single, solitary sock. She learns a few new swear words as she races off across the branches, nearly doubled up with laughter. Fuck it. Let's do it. Oh, fuck. She trapped me. Slide down a vine in front of you. It is a marsh of terrible stench. It is a place that skunks would think twice of entering if the Empire of Hands had such creatures. The monkey foundling, of course, is unconcerned, as much at home here as high in the branches or running the forest paths. She almost dances, effortlessly, across a thin fallen tree that crosses the mire, surrounded by the foulest, bubbling mud that has ever invaded your nostrils. She balances in the middle, daring you to try and follow. I do not have an iron of 60, so I can't give her a taste of her own medicine. I succeeded! It is slow going. Your muddy feet slide against it, and the thin trunk barely carrying your weight. Inch by inch, step by step, you slowly make your way without slipping. The monkey foundling is visibly disappointed, even trying jumping up and down to shake the tree and make you take a messy tumble. But no, not today. A screeching Pentecost ape drops from the branches. The shock on the monkey foundling's face makes it clear. This is not part of her little game. Its rage is focused entirely on her, the ghost of the Ash Isthmus, and the bright soul with which it can uplift itself to glory. It limps from some trap earlier, its fur blood-soaked and glistening. It lunges at the monkey foundling, who half rolls, half falls off the stump, and yelps as it catches her by the leg. She rolls, shrieks her own howl as she lashes back with a kick that shatters fang and splits its lip. This only further enrages the frothing ape, and it strikes. So I'm gonna fucking help her. You rock beats ape. You reach for a stone and bring it crashing down on the distracted ape's head. Its skull cracks, dampness spreading. It collapses to the ground hard. It is not a child's face that looks up at you. Still, you reach a hand down. The monkey foundling just stares at it for a moment, something human returning as the adrenaline fades. For a moment, it almost looks as though she will take it, but no. She leaps up on her own, bounding away towards the dark safety of the jungle, and then stops, hesitates. She looks back and tilts her head, beckoning you to follow. It is a look that suggests the game is over, but perhaps not yet quite finished. The monkey foundling herself is nowhere to be seen, but she has left you something. It sits outside the hut, carefully placed by a large, happy face drawn in the black sand. A little prize for being such a good sport. Your clothes, however, are nowhere to be seen, of course, as the monkey part of her would no doubt demand. Where would be the fun in that? Well, there's no avoiding it anymore. The crew reacts with the expected amount of sympathy to your naked return, which is to say exactly none. By the time you board the ship, every last crew member is on hand to see and cheer, with more than a couple letting off flares as impromptu fireworks. It is many days before the needling ceases, and you are able to give an order without first scouring it for innuendo. On the plus side, it does boost at least the rest of the ship's mood while it lasts, and you have a new treasure for your collection. You have had worse days. Well then, that took a fucking long time. I need to scout out the rest of these so I can actually get the fucking port report. A young ancient empire. The Empire of Hands is hardly as old as they pretend, but mimicry and theft infuses their whole culture. If the Panties have come to think that rulers should be buried in ancient temples, then it is ancient temples they will build. It would hardly be the first time their attempts to mirror humanity have entirely missed the point. God. In a clearing of parasynthetic trees looms an imposing structure of wood and stone. The vault of the First Emperor. It stretches through the forest in a number of styles, each designed by the whims of the latest Pentecost apes who felt it needed to be made grander. It would take a dedicated team to break in and uncover its secrets. Perhaps you will bring one here later. I do not have an ancient-ish treasure map, so I will instead return to the boat. And finally, Hearthsake Island. The Admiralty has never stated precisely why it seeks to keep the Empire confined, though most opposition to it fades once said opposers actually encounter a Pentecost ape. They have been easy to corral, however. Though they do not lack wit, there is not an inventive bone in their hairy bodies, and no amount of stolen humanity has taught them the art of creating engines. The survivors of a pirate expedition have stolen this land, where apes are unwelcome except as an entree. Let's check out the treasure hunter. North for each city the bats have brought down. He wipes his brow. Have you seen a big X on the ground by any chance? I got these 4 map pieces that got me this far and said X would mark the spot, but I can't find the next anywhere. It should be here, it says. Now where am I supposed to dig? He is too busy to talk right now, but adds that he will be in the village later if you want to trade adventuring supplies. Don't try the meatballs, he warns, getting back to his search. You just don't want to do that. Oh, okay. An explosion almost takes off your head. Sorry about that, booms the boisterous pirate, lowering a smoking blunderbuss as bits of shattered tree rain down. New arrival, are we? Well, if you haven't got a tail, you're all right by me. He squints, momentarily suspicious. You don't have a tail, do you? Wouldn't put it past the thieving little buggers to go shaving one of their own. Wouldn't know fair play if it kicked 'em right up the arse. His voice is louder than his blunderbuss. The congealed meat juices in his thick beard are better not considered. Oh, god damn it. I'm not going to continue with cannibalism. Let's just head back to Port Stanton. Now, I can compile a port report. That only took me forever. All of them warrant further attention. For now, though, it would be best to see if your initial discoveries can whet the interest of anyone back home. Okay. With that, guys, I've spent almost the entire video in Port Stanton. This has been an extremely interesting island, and there's still more to see. So, in the next episode, we will continue. I hope you guys have enjoyed the chase through the marsh and jungle, and everything else that was here. And if you have enjoyed, please leave a like, a favorite, leave a comment, share this with your friends. See if any of them would enjoy it. And my hold is suddenly nearly full. Why is it suddenly nearly full? Is it the Scintillac? Okay, it's the Scintillac. Okay, cool. I was about to say, I better not have a stowaway. Alright, anyway, I will see you guys in the next episode. Bye-bye!